Yeah, it should be fine. An AoE Kiraga. You have the dying skills. I can actually make use of trance in this game. But you're gonna spam Waterga, huh? Alright, I'm gonna... Oh, wait, no. Garnet's gonna get a turn because she's alive. Unfortunately, I won't get Freya up in time. I think I'm just gonna use one of my things. Yeah, Grand Lethal, because there's multiple enemies here. You rarely fight bosses with, like, multiple enemies, or multiple targets, rather. Get someone up. Probably Freya. Get him. Oh man, what a cool animation. I wish I got to see it more often. What did I kill? I killed the tentacle. Aw, rip, I can't do it again. I could do this, though. If you play this game properly, dying isn't that impressive, but hell, if I don't get excited every time dying's on the menu. This is my second time playing this game. But, my biggest issue with the gameplay side of things is trance is such an underbaked idea. Like, trance is a really neat concept. It's basically the limit breaks of FF9, and limit breaks are awesome. I just think they executed it horribly. For starters, trance being, like, entirely like, oh, you can't control it is stupid. Because it's like, hey, you get it at, like, moments when you just don't need it. So, yeah. I don't really like it. Like, I have nothing against trance. I want to make that very clear. I don't think trance is bad. I just think trance could have been better. You just never really use it is the main thing. You never really need it, and you can't control it, so it's not really something you can, like, strategize with, which is unfortunate. It could have been a really neat idea. And when I was, like, playing with Garnet had, like, a neat trance effect, and Vivi has, like, double black magic. I'm like, dude, I wish trance came up more often, because it can actually be neat, but you just don't really... You can't rely on it, basically. Do you prefer FF7 over FF9? No, I prefer FF9 over... As a game, I like 9 more than 7. The original 7, at least. I'm gonna go back and then I'll talk about this. Which did you play first? I played 7 before 9. I actually only played 9. The first time I played 9 was like 3 years ago, actually. I didn't grow up with 9. Like, 9 was actually like one of the ones that I played late into my year. I played 7 when I was like 13, I think. 7 and 8 were like the first 2 I played. I played them when I was like a teenager. I actually haven't played 9. The first time I played 9 was like 3 years ago. This is my second time playing 9 this playthrough. As a game, I like 9 more than 7. Take me to Limblum if you wouldn't mind. I have nostalgia bias for 9. I think trance works fine. You could strat around it if you need to. Can't break it like in FF7. I mean... I never really said 7 had a better system. I think 9's gameplay is fine. I don't think the gameplay is bad because trance is not handled well. I just wish trance was implemented better is my point. It's just so cool. I wish I can utilize it more. And also, like, you know how many times I trance in this whole, like, 40-hour playthrough? Not many. Not many. So that kind of just shows that you can't really do much with it. Also, FF7, I feel like FF7, like, I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily say FF7's like a superior system. I'm not really saying that. Because I'm gonna be real with you, FF7, the original, isn't even in my top 5 Final Fantasies. I think the game is good and solid, but I don't even think it's like, I don't think it's like an amazing game or anything like most people do. My personal favorite Final Fantasy, well, it's Remake. And then I like FF10 and 10-2 more than 7. And I also like 8 more than 7. And I like 9 more than 7. I probably even like, I don't know, maybe I like 12 more than 7. But I do, like, I played 7 first. 7 was like the second FF game I played, so it does have that special place in my heart. And also, it did, like, you know, it was one of the biggest names in gaming. You can't deny that. But as a game today, it's like, it's good. It's like fine to good. Like, I would play it again. But there are so many other games, Final Fantasy or otherwise, that I put over 7. Zanero, Bonero aren't here. I need to do this. I better go look. Yeah, okay, what's in here? Nothing. I know about the ability High Tide. That doesn't really mean anything to me. In my playthrough, I've only tranced, like, I don't know, anywhere from like 5 to 10 times. You can technically, I guess you're saying that you can plan around it. You technically can, but like, I don't want to go into a field and be like, oh, I'm gonna do a couple of battles and get the trance bar really close before a boss fight. That's just tedious to me. I like it a lot more in 7 has an a limit break bar. I'm gonna be real with you, I prefer that to the trance mechanic. It's not perfect in 7, but I prefer it. FF8 had it where you had to have low HP or use aura, and that let you use limit breaks. That's better than 9. And you're saying you can break the game? I don't know. I mean, I guess you're not wrong, but there are other ways they could have. That's a different problem entirely. The games that are like too easy and stuff. So you know. Personally think it's overhyped, and frankly, I'm not alone. It's slightly controversial. I also, like, I mean, did you not just hear what I said? I also think FF7's, like, the original. I love FF7 Remake. That's, like, my 3rd favorite game of all time. But, FF7, the original, I also think it's, like, overrated. There are so many games, FF and otherwise, that I like more than 7. PS1 RPGs I like more than FF7. If I were to rank, like, top 10 PS1 RPGs, I play a lot of PS1 RPGs. FF7 would not even be in that list. I think the only Final Fantasy that would make it to that list is 9 and maybe 8. 9 would definitely make it in that list because I love the story, I love the characters of 9. Basically, I love everything about 9. It's got some annoying moments here and there, but, like, even the gameplay is, like, solid. And even though I'm talking about trance like it's, like, not ideal, I don't think the game sucks. The game is still amazing. It's one of the best Final Fantasies. One of the best RPGs to exist. A very solid best FF. It's not my personal favorite, but I still love it. The whole trance thing doesn't, like, ruin the game, I don't think. I'm gonna go ahead and assume you prefer the new FFs to the SNES era ones. By SNES era ones, you mean 1 to 6, right? I mean, yes, I like. I think 1 to 5. I only played 1 to 5 once. Well, no, I haven't played 2. Haven't played 2. 1 to 5, not counting 2, obviously, I think are fine games. They're really products of their time. I played them once. I don't have really, like, super big memories on them, but I am gonna, like, be playing them again when the Pixel remasters drop. Although I don't know about 3 and 4 if I'm gonna do the 3D remakes or not. 6 I recently replayed. I think 6 is a good game. It's not my favorite FF, but I think it holds up pretty well. It's also, like, I don't know. It's a good game. It's not my personal favorite. That's all I have to say on it. Now, my favorite... Ooh, hello. Oh, it's another save point. I mean, my top Final Fantasies in order: 7 Remake, 10 and 10-2 are tied for number 2. Probably 8 and 9 are really close together. I don't know if I like 9 more than 8. I probably like more... I like 8 more, but I think 9 is objectively a better game. Like, if you were asking me which is better, I think 9 is better than 8, but also I like 8 more, personally. And number 5 might be 6, probably. I'd probably put 6 as number 5, I think. Would be solid. Yeah. So, I mean, ideally, yeah, I guess I do like the more modern ones. Not super modern, but, like, I like the relatively modern ones more than the SNES era ones. But that's not to say I think the SNES era ones are bad. Like, I still think they're fine to good games. Depending on which ones. Also, I've been told my FF tastes are weird, because I'm one of the people who loves FF10 too, and that game gets so hated. So, my FF opinions could be a little indifferent to others. For a person who likes that kind of FF, I can understand your trans complaint. I mean, yeah, it's just like, I don't know, it's more unfortunate than it is bad, you know? Like, it's like, oh, this mechanic is so neat. Imagine if it was implemented just a tad bit better. I'm not even asking for much. I don't know. I'm not even, like, asking for much, but, like, I don't know. I personally, I don't even think it's bad. I just, like, it just would be cool if you could trance more in the game. It's just, trance does not come up enough, given that I've, like, only tranced, like, I don't know, 5 to 10 times, give or take. I need to look for this, weapon. To start climbing ladders. After the first set of ladders... Oh, climb ladders? Those are stairs. Oh, it's probably just further on. I mean, put it like this. The first FF game I played was FF8. And I was like 13. It was like back in 2013, 2014. I played that game. So, I mean... I didn't start super modern with FF, but I started PS1 era FF. So, I mean, like... most people, like, what you start with, it kind of depends on how you go through a series, you know? If I started with the classics, maybe I'd have, like, oh, like, these games, like, maybe I'd be nostalgic towards them. Now, I don't think nostalgia can always overwrite an opinion. It's iffy for me. There's some times where I'm like, hey, even if I played this game when I was younger, I like, still love it. There's some occasions where I'm like, hey, nostalgia doesn't mean anything. This game sucks. Even if I loved it before. So, you know. This is a spider. I hate that this is a spider. Go Leviathan here. 6,700, nice. Not 69, but still nice. I played 8, then 7, then I played 10, I think. And then 10 too. Can't stand the modern ones. I actually haven't finished 15 also. I played like half of 15 and never finished it. I do want to like play it again to give it another chance and maybe like go through it this time. I also haven't played 11 and 14 because those are MMOs. I played 12. I like 12, but I understand it also has some, like, it's not like one of the best, but I think it's fine to good. Haven't played any of the 13s, and I love 7 Remake. Which isn't really like... I don't know if you consider that mainline, but I love 7 Remake. It's like my 3rd favorite game of all time. Why am I doing this again? I'm talking too much. Jeez, that's one big fireball. It does look really awesome, though. Could it be a moon? This is the birth of Gaia. That's Gaia. Over 5,000 years ago. What's above that ladder? See for yourself. Terra reached the peak of its prosperity at this time. The people believed that their future was secure. Ultimately, that very hubris led to Terra's demise. Thus, I was created to deal with our plights. Hang on. Okay, no, I didn't miss anything. I thought I missed like one of the last weapon I need. Up we go. Bum bum. I don't understand the point of like examining this and like Zidane looks around. I don't know if that means anything or not. Anyway, I did play 9. Oh, it's a behemoth. I did play 9 like really late compared. It came out in 2000, and I played it like 20 years after it came out, and I still loved it overall. Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. This playthrough, I probably love 9 even more playing it now than I did the first time. Like, I still liked the game when I played it, but I'm gonna be real with you. I think this second playthrough has made me appreciate it more. Like, I thought it was a good game the first time, but like now I'm like, it's definitively like one of the best Final Fantasies. I keep using Flare, Vivi. Really close to level 50. I do want to get level 50 before we end. I don't know how much more Memoria we have. Can't go there. Oh, hey, this is a neat area. Oh, it's another boss. It's an undead. Oh, it's Lick. Commend your feet. Your life ends now. Oh, this is the boss you have to beat to get Excalibur 2. In 12 hours. If you play the game through 12 hours. This is like the cutoff. Like, beat the... If you're like 12 hours or under by this point, you get it, I think. Which I've only heard of. I never actually done it. Because that's insane. You just insta-killed Freya, huh? That's really annoying. I'm going to actually, just to see if you can get hit by this, I'm just going to get it over with now. Bum, 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 bum. Let's see if this works. Okay, no. This is not like an undead like you can hit with Kiraga. So, you're back on healing duty. Oh yeah, FF9. It's a good game. It does have some ridiculous, like some of the Excalibur 2 is ridiculous, I agree, yeah. It has some ridiculous, little, like, side content things. But luckily, side content's not really, like, needed to bulk the game. You can choose not to do it if you really don't like it. Excalibur 2 is, like, one of the most ridiculous things in gaming, I agree. I need EP. Or not EP, I said EP because of what the other game, Trails in the Sky, uses EP. Oh, I'm on a countdown? Oh no. It's a time for one of those elixirs. You're using an elixir, so I don't want to use Cure Aug on you. I'm probably just gonna heal Freya, to be honest.